change, you know. Another man made my phone ring, hello. Said he capping.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. First play, Watson to the air. Throw downfield, going to be taken in by Jackson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
Let's just call it as we just saw right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
On first down, Clinton. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now you look at this Saints defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route, It's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A handoff to Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Saints, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Running left, it's Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And you look at this Saints defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught by Jackson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he got into. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. He's got room at the 30.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Now Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and 1.
He has Hyatt over the middle. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are back within a score. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The Saints at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. In motion right, Olave.
On 2nd down now, Clinton. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw here is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, you put those big cans down on the sideline and then angle for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, any time, but that time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Clinton, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Watson now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. He'll field this at the 5. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's a 2nd and 5. That's out quickly to Hyatt. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now this one was tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 32 seconds to go in the 1st half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He finds his man, complete. It's Garner. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going. And we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To Barkley on the check down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Back to throw now on first down. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Dixon. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley.
Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now.
He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. He's going to let it go again. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return. Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right.
There's Chris Olave.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Now it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Clinton, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So a response there to the touchdown. The opening drive of this 3rd quarter is they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jackson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he will handle 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Dixon. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Barkley. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
Let's see how they respond now.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as well. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep counting on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one.
A strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
3rd and 2, Watson.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Back to throw, Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, it's Watson.
Throw downfield going to be taken in by Jackson. big strides. Look at him go.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Flush to his right. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, it's all about creating turnovers. That's all they preach all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want. But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On first down, Clinton. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there.
His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints hang on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's first and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
And the Giants first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.
Yeah, first off, my name Tobe, but it's really Tobe Chuku.